Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, hello. Look, the sun is rising in Rosa Ouro, and there it is, a beautiful sunrise. And we are standing at the top of the stairs outside of the saloon. We put in a new set of stairs specifically so that we could reach the coastline. And so this is the stairs that we put in. And when I talk about there being so much to do, I have a ton of these stairs that have nothing done to them yet. But I don't want to do that right now. I want to go for a ride. So I'm going to Mr. Villager. Oi, Mr. Villager. How are you? I'm going to turn the boat around and I'm going to do something fun that I did earlier. And I want to do that. So we're going to put down the sail. I'm just going to put it down slowly because of how small the Narrows is, the Narrows River. So I don't have a lot of room to maneuver in the beginning. And I don't have a river runner. Tudo bem? E você? How are you? Como está você? And so we're taking the boat to the canal. And this is going to be fun. Quite dusty where you are. Oh, the sunset. That was a sunrise, actually. That was a sunrise that we were looking at. And let's turn this away from the coastline there. Let's have it go out here. You're good? Ah, tudo bem. That is good to hear. I'm glad. I am not as good. I'm having a little trouble with my throat. So I might have a couple of times when I have to cough and be off mic for a little bit. Hold on. And nothing seems to be helping right now. So yeah, so that's just kind of what's happening. I noticed something too. Let me see if I can. Nope, I would have to stop for a second. I'd have to, oh, I can do this. Interesting, I didn't think you could do these two things together, but there isn't any music, so we'll put a little bit of music on. And hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, wait. I need the L. I need that to go away. Escape. Let's come here. Escape. And now I can steer the boat. Get better soon? Okay. Afgarista. No. Obrigado. For you, it's obrigado. Obrigado is for you. Oh, I saw that. There's some kind of water. There's some kind of water stuff going on in this area. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But right now, dun, 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 we are headed towards the canal. And we're gonna take the boat. We're gonna take the boat through the canal. And this is very fun. So I think I don't have too much when I'm in the boat. It's like when you're in a boat. It's like when you're in a Minecraft vanilla boat. There's only a small amount of visuals that you have. You're watching yourself in the boat. I don't know whether there's one where a first person, I'll have to check and see. But this is the canal now, the way the canal looks. And once we get through the canal, we can speed the boat up. Let's speed the boat up just a little tiny bit. And we'll guide it around in this part of the water here. We are heading for the little village. And we are going to then come back, but we're headed towards the village in the boat, which is very fun. I think 3 is too fast. I think when it's all the way down, it's really hard to control the boat when it's at this speed. So I kind of have to watch it a little bit. And I might have to put it down. There we go. And I think we're going the wrong way. No, we're going the right way. Okay, so let's put the boat down again. Let's start out. And I can do 2. Let's do 2, because that's not too bad. And we can see the barge up ahead. That is one of the barges that the river runner picks up. And the river runner brings that barge back to our town, Rosa Ouro. I don't have a name for this town, Mr. Villager. I actually don't have a name for this town right here. And there is the barge. Whoops, whoops. We're going to park right next to the barge. Right here. And then we'll get out. Whoa! All right. And there we are. So now we're at the shoreline and we can exit. You actually joined your survival server last night. It actually worked. You have some news. They are not all the greatest, but they are not all the greatest. It's on Discord. Oh, okay. I didn't get a chance. I try to look at Discord before I stream just in case there's something, especially from you. But let me see what this says. Oh, wow. I'm going to read this for chat so that chat knows what's going on. That is so interesting. So tell me what you're playing. Are you playing Millionaire? Because this is a fascinating thing. So this is what Mr. Villager is facing in his colony. He says once the pillagers inside the territory started a rumor about, the villagers started a rumor about pillagers settled in the surroundings. Nobody dared to question if it's the truth or not, and you can't hide it anymore. Many start to refuse to work, afraid and anxious to run away with their loved ones. Wow, 16 of 20 villagers wish to join the exodus. All right, that's intense, Mr. Villager. So I'm going to ask you some questions. You're living in a war world, a world of war. Do you have enough people to tell the people that you'll send soldiers to deal with the pillagers, and so that the pillagers will completely go away? and then the surrounding area will be yours. Is there such a thing? Are you allowed because you actually have villagers, not like mine colonies? Are you allowed to have a golem? And that would actually work for the village and help protect the village. Are you allowed to make one of those? So I'm just asking Mr. Villager all these questions about his game because I've never played a millionaire. I don't know anything about it. I actually did play Living, or there was one of those called Living or Alive or something like that. And that game, all the villagers were interesting. They were all different kinds of native people, and it was actually really quite cool. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough going on. And so, in that respect, I didn't last very long there. And I think what happened was Vincentius Primus found something else that was better at the time. And I do believe that it was Minecolonies at that time when I could have gone to Millionaire or something like that. Techtopia happened after I was in Minecolonies for several updates. I joined Minecolonies in 7, I think, or 8. And the update, I think Techtopia happened around 12 or something like that. So yeah. So now I'm going to read what Mr. Villager is saying in chat. Common confusion, no worries. It's common to confuse villagers with pillagers. Ah, yes. I'm not going to consider this as an offense. We are dealing with this, not in the expected way, but we are doing something interesting. Interesting. So I'm intrigued to find out what that is going to be. Now, I actually have a sleeping bag, so I just need some place to come in and actually sleep for the night. Let's see, there might be some space. Ah, perfect. Okay, I love this with the decks. I really love this. Look, there's dairy cow in the fenced in. One of their dairy cows is fenced in. I think, how many of these do you need to go down? You need them all. That's the problem with this. All right. I know you can't imagine this, but I would in a heartbeat start fixing things here. So I have to be careful about that because that's what I like to do. All right, let's bring this down and this, and I'm just going to sleep. Hello. I might have a problem, Mr. Villager, and I'm going to see if I can deal with it, but I might not be able to talk. I might have trouble talking, which is very, very strange, but I think I might. Look, they have bones. They have the bones of dragons. Yeah, they do. All right, let's head back to our town. So we're just going to cut across the wastelands here. And so that whole thing that I was saying about them needing sand in order to make the clay was also invalid. It turns out that we don't make that kind of brick. That kind of brick is not made out of sand. It's actually made out of gravel. And whoops, turned too fast. Actually made out of gravel and stone. So it's really stone that we need, and we have plenty of that. Let's begin the ride home. So I have a feeling that this thing about the sand was more about helping these people, helping that village, than it was about them actually giving us something that we needed. Of course, from sand, the crusher can get some things, and we can look at the things that the crusher can get, and we can decide how much of that how much we need. We did get a huge load of sand from them, and that's one thing. I should have given them all this fish that I caught, because I think I've caught, like, yeah, see, look at all this fish I have on me. And that's from being in the boat. The boat actually fishes for you, which is really cool. So, the golems are your best measure. If you had the conditions, storage, tons of iron isn't in your plan right now, but at least what you have is enough to manufacture tools. Okay, that's good. And you almost did the unthinkable to get some extra ingots, and you're grateful that you didn't actually do it. To get some extra ingots, you were going to kill a golem in order to do it, because I consider that unthinkable. I actually do. So, yeah, I know that everybody does it. I know they're just robots, etc. At least I think. Isn't a golem? That's a good question. Vincentius,
Huh?
is a golem a robot?
Excuse me?
Is a golem a robot? Iron farms. Yeah, that's worse.
Depends on not in the real world.
Not in the real world? What is the definition of golem in the real world?
In the real world, golems are a Jewish mysticism.
Oh, yes. Creature. They're some kind of creature, actually.
In Jewish legend, they are a clay figure brought to life by magic.
That's right. But in Minecraft,
colloquial English, it's also synonymous with an automaton or robot.
okay, it is. Which is why Minecraft called the robots, the protective robots, golems.
Because I think in Hebrew legend, the golem's job was a protector.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's get two things that we need to fix this side of the coastline. I need these here. I need a pickaxe here and a shovel here. And then I need water. Nope, bucket. Okay. We need buckets so that we have an empty and we have a full. And let's begin. It was steps for finishing Iron Farm, and you stopped and said, no, you can't do this, we're going too far, and then you gave up, sent everyone back home. Yeah. Well, you know me, so I'm not really keen on those. I'm not keen on farms, those specific kind of farms, and I'm not keen on cities. I've seen some people make cities for villagers where the villagers that they have imprisoned because they have these wonderful things that they need, like these special spells and stuff. they at least have some kind of little house. They're not just enclosed in a closet. And I've seen that, and that is okay to some degree. I've seen others make whole towns for them so that they actually have a town, and that helps them have a life, and that's okay. But I'm not really keen. Gosh, can you imagine why? I'm not really keen on the use of villagers that is that has been standardized in Minecraft, in the world of Minecraft. I'm sure there are others like me who feel the same, that don't like that, but I really, really don't like it. And I never did. And so, yeah, I'm sorry, people. You know, you picked the wrong channel. I'm sorry, you just picked the wrong channel, because that is something that I'm just not going to, I just don't care. It's my game. So I don't do it here. Whatever you do in your game, that's fine. If you miss that kind of stuff, you need a different channel. And that's what mood I'm in. And I think it's just because my throat is bothering me that I am kind of a little touchy today. But yeah, so yeah. But you knew that already, Mr. Villager. You've known that from the beginning from watching me, that that's how I am about that. Yeah. I'm not going to pretend that I am, that I feel that way about animals. I don't have that feeling about animals yet. I feel that animals, for 2,000 years, let's just say 2,000, not 12,000, but for 2,000 years, have been cultivated by us. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. And it's only the idea that we have to have beef and pork every single day, when that used to be celebratory foods. 17, and that is clay. 17. And we'll put this here. That has changed, that has made the amounts so outrageous. Dairy, there was always butter and those kinds of things. And sheep regrow their hair, and if they have a decent life, I think that that's really cool. When they have a really happy life, happy animals make for happy food, and that's the way I like it. And that's the thing I'm really radical about, is about how the animals are treated. So I like the organics because of that. I know there are some organic farms that aren't as careful with the animals, but it's rare in comparison to regular farms in regards to that, because it's very hard to get an organic that your food is organic. It's very hard to get that, and that's one of the reasons why, because they're not just giving it out to everybody. Now I know the sand down here, so we're going to do this, and I'm going to put it here. So let me go to sleep on this beautiful sand bed. Underwater. Like a mer. Okay, and here we go. Yes, I know that they're more than likely sleeping in caves because they do breathe. And Impulse. Hi, Impulse. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Let's come here and let's see if I can fill this part from here. If I can't, I might have to do something to get rid of the rapids in this area here. Do I have anything that is this working? It is not. Okay, so we have a piece of stone. Let me take these and put them here for a minute. You're doing good. Excellent. You're doing good. Well, that's good. That's good. And welcome. Welcome indeed. Hold on here for a second. Let's come. Why can't I put anything there? Because I'm standing in it. That's why. Let's put one of these here. Right up to that is equal. Good. And then let's repair the water around it for a minute. And we'll put this piece in. We'll put this right here and there. Put this piece here. And that piece there. And now let's put a piece there, and that should be okay. I still see it. Grrr. Hi, you guys. What are you doing? Let's try that again. Let's come up here. It's not letting me put anything there. There we go. So I did something wrong, so I'll see what I did. Right here. Let's put this one in. Let's put this one right here. Whoops. Bucket. You're playing Minecraft right now. Oh, cool. Yay. You have to place a block and then break it. Yeah. Yeah, I see. So I've got that. Oops. There's another one. Let's make that go away. And now I've got this one. That one is pretty good. So let's try breaking it from the bottom. Let's break it this way so that it fills up and then is gone from here. And that worked. Okay. And then I have to break it kind of from the bottom. I still have too much moving water. But let's do it again. And let's see how many of these we can get to go away. I did it wrong because I was talking, blah, blah. I was talking, I didn't actually pay attention to how much of the coastline that I was making go away. Because you have to make it go away in pieces in order to keep that from happening. Otherwise, you get these holes in the ocean. And this. And this. And now take this away. And we at least have that. Okay. That one's calmer. And so we have 2 more of these. So, what I really would like to do... Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate your doing that. That's wonderful. Okay, and let's come here and do this one. And I'm hoping that the location of this one might make it that I only have to do this one. Let me see. I've got that side. And sure enough, that's what I was hoping. Sure enough. But did it do this side? See that indentation right there? That is rapids. So let's see if I can get this. At least comes with some good news, Mr. Villager. Okay. Tell me. Tell me the good news. Dun 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 dun. I've got a little movement here, but I think I'm not going to worry so much about that movement. See that right there? If I wanted to quiet that down, you know those 4 villagers who refused to join? Were they from Prasino? Were they the villagers that we healed? The ones who wouldn't be alive if you hadn't made the decision to let them come to our village and get treated? Are they the ones that didn't join? Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. So let's come down here. And I think even if this isn't enough, I think we're going to let it. They are the 3 and the scout. Oh, that's wonderful. So they recognized that you made a decision that saved their life, and they trust you. They trust you, Mr. Villager. So that is really, really wonderful. And I'm glad to hear that. So looking at this waterway now, I think that it is good. This narrow right here. Oh, and we were glad to be of help. So I mean that. It was really wonderful to be able to help you. And I'm really glad we did. So this area right here, let me take the shovels for a second. This one and this one. I'm going to, this by the way is a gift from Vincentius Primus. This is a, whose is it? I don't know. It must be Silent Gems. It might be Silent Gems that makes these tools, these special tools, but they're really wonderful and work really well for clearing away big pieces like we're doing here. Just underwater here, we're just making it easier for the riverboats to come through this part. Now the reason that this is narrow here is to warn them of the rapids that are coming up here. And I put that away too soon. Nope, bucket. And CKAT. Now there is the moment where you need some advice. Should we leave or should we stay? Okay. If you do not have enough people to defend against the pillagers, you might want to leave. Otherwise, they know that somebody is going to die, and they're going to get concerned that it's one of their family members, and they're not going to be happy. You're right, they really aren't going to be happy with that. So let me look under here. I see this right there. Let me do that. What's this here? This is actually part of the mesa showing through in this area. We do have some sand of our own, but we're not interested in getting it. And like I said, in these areas here with that particular village, the fact that we said that we needed sand might have actually been to give them their dignity for the fact that they needed help, and they didn't want to seem they were too proud to ask for it, and so we did not want to make a big deal of the fact that they got help. So they had sand to offer, and we took it in exchange for what they actually needed was more food and terracotta for the way they like to build. So that is how we're looking at that. Let's take the boat. Yeah, I know. But we're going to take the boat. It makes a little verification of what to do. You would like to ask a thing once you arrive in Prasino. Once you arrive in Prasino. Okay, I'm listening. So if you do an exodus, you're going to, all 40 of your people are going to end up at Prasino, right? Let's turn the boat. Let's see if I can turn the boat this way. Get it back on the water. I can. Can I have let's see if I can have something in my hand. Hold on for a second. Can I put, nope, I can't. I can't do anything. I can be out or in from here. Okay. I was trying to see if I could have, let's get out. Let me see if I have a lantern in my hand when I get in the boat. Do I still have the lantern? I do. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. And now let's do R and quickly turn the boat down the river. So I have yet to explain why I haven't removed that piece coming up down here. It's because there are rapids on the beyond that piece, and it helps the boats that's narrow. For instance, if they're trying to control the boats after the rapids, polars can reach the shorelines and steady the boat, and so that's good. You to go to Encromi's house and face the woods behind it, you would like to know the direction for some checking. I definitely will. I will do that so that you know what direction from Encromi's house. Encromi is the Redwood Groves druid, who is a villager, not a Minecolonies citizen. Is an actual villager, and he lives just beyond the town. He's actually within the town border now, but we can do that. You might have to remind me when I get to Prasino in a little bit. Remind me to do that again. So there we have it. We worked on the canal, and the canal is working. So see this trip that I'm taking at night even. This trip is the trip that river runners take. They don't have sails, so they are essentially motoring up the river with polars, what I'm calling polars. So a person with a pole, like a gondola, like the Venice gondolas, a person with a long pole is keeping the boat away from the coastline. That's a job that they have, and that job is actually important on the river. So you will make some studies. Zaf! Zaf! Oh, Zaf! Okay. Am I going to have to go turn around and show Zaf the canal that we built? I am. Zaf, in the time that you were gone, in the time that you did not get a chance to watch, Gyasu Posise, I built a canal. And what's interesting is mine colonies, the mod mine colonies in the styles had an actual canal blueprint under the colonial style. And so it was not as, what would I call it? Not as labor intensive as it could have been, because I was able to build it with ton of builders, and because there was a blueprint. And that was really, really nice. Water, water, and more water. Yes. So this is turning out to be the lakes that Zaf had wanted. He wanted inland. He didn't want to be on a coastline, on an ocean coastline, because we had done a lot of that, because of course I'm a mer, so we had been on coastlines quite a lot, between 16 and 20. And so Zaf had specifically asked to be on a lake or something smaller, and in a way this is kind of it. This is kind of on a lake or something smaller. These rivers are really, really small in comparison. The Narrows especially is very small. So I'm headed back just to show Zaf the canal. We're going to go through it again for a minute, just so that he can see it. And we fixed this area so it's much easier for the boats to use this part of the river. And this building right here is Delta Tower 2. When it's a level 5, it's going to be like 7 stories tall. So it's going to be quite a presence at this corner of the water. And here is the canal. This canal is in mine colonies. You can build this canal as in mine colonies. And this canal is made up out of one, I'm going to count them, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 different sets of canal is what this is. And now we're on the other side. We're outside on the other side, and we've got this little lake in the wasteland before it breaks off into rivers again and goes to that other river. And should I go back? So Zaf and Mr. Villager, I don't have a name for this village down here. I actually don't have a name for it. And I was wondering if you guys would like to give it a name. Let me see which way I'm going. The moon is setting over there. So we're just gonna do our, oh, I see where I am. Look out. Ooh, that was close. Whoa, we almost hit that coastline. That was close. All right. I think we're still headed back. Oh, and this came down too far. No wonder. All right. Let's do that slowly. Okay. So we're headed in this direction. I'm going to turn this way and turn this way so that we can see where we are. And there we go. And let's continue on. And this time I am going to leave them the fish. The fish that I've been fishing this whole time that I've been in the boat. We're going to leave the fish for this village. So, Zaf, what should I name this village? What do you think, people, that we should name this village coming up? This is our closest neighbor, and they are villagers as opposed to mob, and so this is a good thing. And we're going to come over here, and we'll see the barge in a few minutes, and we'll park next to it. And see all this fish that I'm getting? Those bubbles indicate fish that I'm getting. And I actually stepped on the gas a little bit, so we're coming in a little hot. I'm going to turn the gas off now. And we should just coast. Nope, we stopped right away. Okay, so let's just put it just a little tiny bit. So what do you think, guys? Impulse, what do you think? What should we do about the village? What should we call them? Let's get out of the boat. We're still holding the lamp from night. Canal boat. It was worth it? Yes, it definitely was. Wasn't that fun? And so here is one of the canal barges right here. What you're wanting to do? Let's see. You're back. Good news and bad news. The server is back on the queue. However, you already have the location of the nearest sunflower seed field. Very nice. That sounds very good. That sounds very cool. So, welcome back. Mr. Villager and Zaf, I don't have a name for this town. Impulse, I'm including you in that I actually need a name for this little town on the hill here that's on the side of the wasteland. There's an actual pyramid that is where they go. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it is a colonial design. So colonial in Minecolonies has canals, and they have different ways that you can do the canals, and they do have corners and turns, and they have locks. And you might remember, if you were watching yesterday, that I did have a lock. I built a lock on that canal, but a lock, I did know that what locks are for, and when I thought about it, it's like the water is at the same level for both rivers, so I don't really need for that to be there like that. So let me see where I want to put this fish. Do they have, that's blast furnace. Hi. 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 How are you? It's an armorer novice. I see. Wow. Let's come over here. Let's see if we can find a chest where we can put this. There isn't a chest here. I hear kitties. Oh, look, she went over to it. She went over to the kitty. And there's their camel. And I'm still looking for some place to put the fish. We could put it in the dairy house. Isn't that interesting? There aren't any chests in this town. Has this town been raided or something? Why there aren't any chests here? That is most curious. Hello again. And who are you? Oh, a leather worker novice. Cool. Hi. Yes. Did you just empty the water out of there? He just emptied the water. That is fascinating. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it on the boat. I'm going to leave all of, oops, cactus. I'm going to leave all of the fish with the rest of the supplies that we brought in on the boat, and we'll see about that. The other one in the morning from the upper floor was hitting the iron on her balcony. Wait, the villagers. There are still some calculations to conclude your plan, but for now it's enough. It will only miss the Prasino ones, but nothing to worry. Let's do this with calm. I would have to have a little bit more information. The other one in the morning from the upper floor was hitting the iron on her balcony. You wake up from nightmare? Oh yeah. She was working because she's an armorer. Yeah. Let's put them in here. This barrel's empty. Let's get the fish. I have gotten a lot of fish, so we're going to give it to them. Anything else we could give them? I'm not giving them the ink. I could give them the saplings, not giving them the mushrooms. Cactus fruit, I'll give them that. And that's about it. That's all. So we'll put these things in here for them. And then when they unload all the materials that are on this ship, they'll see that extra fish there, and that'll be perfect. Okay, so let's sit on the boat. We're on the boat. Let's turn it around and let's leave, and let's see. Thanks for considering. Leatherworking isn't a good job in the world, but it at least guarantees some emeralds for your pockets. Yep, it definitely does. Okay, I'm turning too much. Let's turn this way, and then let's head it, and then let's quickly move the boat down into the aisle. I'm going to get some more fish. I'm going to try and avoid some of them. Yeah, right. Didn't I say I was going to try and avoid them, and I just headed right for them? So now I have more fish. I can't, it's hard to control the boat when the wind is really high on this, but I'm getting a little bit better. And there we are. Okay, I still don't have a name. I'll have to come up with a name. I'll have to come up with a name for the little village. And let's come here. I know this is going to probably, one of these, we're probably going to get one of those. And hold on a second. While I'm doing this, let's come over here. And I'm going to just put that down just a little tiny bit. And make that go away. And then continue. You have a suggestion for a name? Dhahabi. Ooh, comes from the Arab Dhahabi, Dhabi. I actually like that. I love that. I actually like Dhahabi. Can I use Dhahabi? Just use Golden as the name of the town? She had house carpets and was hitting them at 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Yikes. And gave you nightmares. I bet that would have been a nightmare. Goodness sakes, Zaf. That's why in a lot of neighborhoods, it's considered that you don't do certain kinds of cleaning or certain kinds of noisy things until like 8 o'clock in the morning, because by 8 o'clock most of the people are already up. Motorcycles, yes. Motorcycles and fireworks is what we have. Motorcycles and little motor vehicles, little like three-wheelers and weird things like that. Fun things. I can't talk about wheels because I love skates, so I can't talk negatively about people who like wheels because I totally understand. And let's turn here. A new fashion, putting motors on bikes. Yes. And it's just because cars are too expensive. No one can afford a car anymore. And that's caused people to have more motorcycles and motorized bikes than ever before because they're affordable and the car isn't. And so that is an interesting thing, but that is a trend even in the United States where we are. That's a trend as well. Let's stop the motor for a second. Let's see if I have enough energy for the boat to swing around here. No, I'm gonna have to put it on low to get the boat into this little parking spot right here, where we want it to go. So let's put that down, and then let's put it back up. Okay, and now we are back, and we'll get out of the boat and jump up on the land. I didn't quite make that. I probably should have gotten in the boat that way, gotten out that way. And we can use this new stairwell right here to go up. I think I'm still moving, am I? Nope, I'm okay now. Okay. And we'll go up here. Let me get something to write for a second. Oh no. My writing utensil is gone. Where did it go, I wonder? I lost my writing utensil. I love Dhahabi. I love that. That's a wonderful name. And yeah. And so that's perfect for the desert. And I definitely like it. Now this is the house right here. Remember this house? We worked on this house and put in some furniture and did all sorts of things. Imagine enjoying your sleep during the night and then you hear through your window something that sounds like ooh. Yes, I know that sound. Yep. Those motorcycles, those motorbikes. Yeah. Yep, your closed window. So this is the living room that we made. We also made it so that these open, so that in the summer they can actually have both sets of doors open here, right here like this, and then they can sit however they want. Sit and look outside, have the breeze come in. It's really wonderful. And this is their table right here and their kitchen right here. And we're going upstairs. Remember, this is steampunk. And yes, I haven't gotten rid of that lamp yet. Now, I thought they couldn't sleep in these beds, but they actually can. So when we change, and we could do that now, we can actually change all these beds out. But if we only want a couple sleeping here, then what we would do, oops, it went right into here. I do that all the time. I hit the Q. Okay, this is the bed that we actually want to make into this bed right here. It's perfect. And then in this room, we'll use Fantasy's beds because they won't sleep in fantasy beds. So let me come here and let's find Fantasy. There it is, right here. And let's look at the beds that we have. We're using sort of like a red. So which red beds? The red beds look like this. I think they're going to be too dark. Oh, but the gold beds we could paint, we could dye them red. That might be interesting. The bone beds aren't going to work. And then there's green, and there's this. So let's get some dye for a minute. Let's see what it would look like if we dyed the gold beds red. So let's put one there, and let's dye it. Oh, look how pretty. See what it looks like? That's actually not bad. That actually is not bad. But because this is not the main bed, I think I'm going to use Nordic because the Nordic beds are going to look like little kids' beds. The rest of the beds in the house, and there they are. So this is a house for 5 people, and it is a level 5 of this house. Let me put these away for a second. Let's put this one here with this with this, and this with this. Nordic does seem better, doesn't it? Now the thing is, we don't have any lights in here, and you know how I feel about lanterns on the inside. We had actually moved, nope, we didn't move this one. So I would like to move this, and in order to do that, it would mean moving this. I don't know. I think we can move it. That would be pretty narrow, and that's why we didn't do that. Let's try something different. Let's put in a dresser right here. Let's look at Fantasy for a minute again, and let's see. Fantasy has some really cool dressers, and let me see what we could put in. What do they call them? A wardrobe. So let's go to wardrobes. W-A-R-D-R. Oh, look at that. There's a pastel from Cluttered, and those are the ones from Macaw's that we always use. But we could try putting in one of these in that location and see what we like. So the beds are made out of fancy acacia. The house is made out of oak, I believe. And let me put this here for a sec, and let's see what happens. Yes, that's what I was hoping. So see, they can't go over top of it to go downstairs, and it would look like that. So since they have dark walls, these spruce planks over here, having that there actually is really nice. Let me see, I need a flower pot. Flower pot, let's take one of these. What's that? A flower box. Ooh. And what kind of flowers are these? These are blue orchids. So let's look for blue orchids. Blue, B-L-U-E. And there they are, blue orchids. We're good with this. I'm going to hold on to this one for a minute and see if I want to put that in the kids' room. Let's make this go away, and let's come here, and on top of this dresser, let's put that, that right there, and the flowers. Ta-da! Okay, what's on the roof? Look at that! Look at that chest! Look at their storage! Oh, that is so nice! Have I never looked up? Oh, I like that a lot. It's like an attic piece. Oh, that's perfect. That's wonderful. So this is the main closet right here, and we could put a chair in. It seems to, oh yeah, the gold one. It definitely did. It seemed too fancy. It absolutely did. I agree. I don't think I have room here on this side. But this is the side that furniture could go on. And I wonder if I should do something. Yeah, nah, I don't like the idea of that. So for the kids' room, we're just going to have, this isn't going to fit in between the beds. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, so, but we can actually put the wardrobes, we can actually put these in between the beds for sure. And we have some acacia pieces. We could do this closet. We can do, do I have the other piece? Let's get the book pieces for a minute. Book pieces, and let's do the acacia stripped. Let's do this one. So let's see what we can put here. We could either put this like this in between the beds, like that. So in between the beds is a closet and is bookshelves for the kids, and that actually works really nice. Wouldn't you like that if you were a kid, to have some sort of like a little tiny bit of privacy at the head level? And then what would we use for lamps in here? Something that can be turned off and something that can be put somewhere, first of all. We could do hanging something. So let's look at hanging lamps for a minute. LAMP. I love this lamp. It doesn't go off. The only ones that actually go off are these lamps right here. So we could use the red or orange or brown, and the brown might look the best in this place. And we could have a brown one here. I can't put it there on this side. Can I put a brown one here? I can put it here in the middle of the room. And oops, turn that. I forgot. I can't have anything in my hand. If it's turned off, it looks like that color. Let's try the actual brown one for a minute. That was the brown one. Let's try the red one. Let's try the orange one. The brown one always works best in this situation, and we'll turn it off. And in the parents' room, I did want it to be right here or right here, and I really can't have it be in either of those places unless we did. I don't think I can do anything about this. Look at that. There's actually room here. Ooh, look what we found. Oh, that's nice, except I do want it to be the brown one. So we'll put that there, and that's a light. I can't have a light in my hand. So that is the light right there in that room, and in this room, do I want to do the same thing? Do I want to just have it in one of these corners here? I think I might actually want to, because of the way it looks. That is really pretty. We could have one here, and we could have one right there. Since that's a big room, and that's what it would look like. Someone just came into the house. Did you hear that? Are they going to come upstairs? It's either a visitor or a guardian. But there's someone downstairs. Did they leave? They just left. There they are. Aha! Oswin Moontail. And what do you want? Well, it's not us. You have the wrong town. You might want to go to Mr. Villager's town, Oswin. He definitely needs some help. And that would be good. Oswin's getting ready to leave, by the way. And so if the lights are on, this is what the lights look like. I really like that. I've never done that before, and it worked out really nicely. We could do this in the hallways here, just to have some lights right in these spots right here. We can put those lights in right in those sections, and that will light up this part of the house, this part of the hall here. And down in the living room we have lamps. The house is rarely red now, so let's trade out the red lamps. Why don't we actually hang the lamps down here maybe? Let's see if we want to do that. There's no place to really hang them from, and that's how that got started in the first place, is that we don't really have any place. But if we did that thing where we have them in these corners, 1, 2, we would put lamps in these corners right here. So there would be one there and one there. Well, that is really fun. I'm really happy with finding those lamps like that. And I like them much better than what we had. Let's come here, and there isn't a light here. So why don't we put right here a carpet, like a welcome carpet or something like that. We could just do one piece. Let's take this part of the floor. Let's bring this down one. Let's put in glowstone. Let's put in a glowstone piece right there. All of these can go away for a minute. Let's get architect. And let's see if we want to do that. Or we could do a mat. But let's do architect. An architect's cutter. Let's do wool. We would have to do just a color. Let's do actual brown. Let's do brown. And let's put this down, and we're going to make a panel to put over top of this piece of glowstone right here. So let's put this down, and let's get this wool, make a wool panel right here like this, and take this away and put in this right here. And there it is. Okay, so that is a little walkway. You walk in, you put your shoes down right here, you hang your coat up. We could have a rack here. We could have a single rack. Let's look at racks for a minute. Mixasa! Salut, Mixasa! Ça va? How was the rest of your day? Zaf and Mr. Villager McSesso was with me on Twitch this morning. And let's look here. Coat. No. Rack. This looks like a coat rack. I'm amazed that the decorations don't have, none of the decorations. Oh, the apron rack. Let's see what the apron rack looks like. It didn't really look so good. Yeah, see, doesn't it look like we have a bug hanging there? I don't know why that doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like. It's very strange. But yeah, nah, I'd be scared every time I came into this area and saw that. I'd actually be afraid. So we'll put that there. What we can put down here is bien, et moi, bien, très bien, actually. So yes, merci. Thank you for asking. And let's make these go away for a minute. Trays, AY. Look what trays we've got. Who is this? I don't know who that tray belongs to. Let's put it out for a minute. Let's set the tray on the ground. That is Moa Cookery. That is nice. That tray is beautiful. Let's go to Cooking for Blockheads for a minute. Because I haven't tried this before, I'm going to try it this time. Let's find the book. There it is. Cooking for Blockheads has this fruit basket. Let's get some boots. Tea. I didn't get any. Boots, B-O-O-T. And let's get the chainmail, the boot, and the netherite, because they all look really cool. Let's see what happens if we try and put them in a tray. Let's see what it looks like. It looks like they're really tiny. It looks like they're too small. It looks like they're little kids' shoes. I guess in the children's room that would work out, but not here. Let's do frame. Let's look at frame for a second and put one down, and let's see what happens if we do frame instead. I wish they would join. Wouldn't that be neat? But let's put one there, and then they're flat. So yeah, we would just have to say that shoes go here. That'll be a day, won't it? When we could have like boots or something. I just had a weird idea. Can I put an armor stand under these cabinets? I can't. I was hoping I could. Can I put an armor stand over top? Let me see if I put the armor stand in first. This is just me. Can I put the cabinet over top of the armor stand? I can't. Okay. So we can't do that. So we'll just have to have these sit here. Is there something in the way? Now all of a sudden I can't put that back. Oh, I'm standing in it. Ah, that's why. There's a cabinet on the other side. And so I was trying to put it in and it wouldn't let me. There we go. So we have cabinets on both sides. We have a rack for shoes. There used to be umbrella. E-L-L. None of that. Cluttered doesn't have any of those kinds of things that has to do with clothes. That would be the next step, don't you think, everybody? To actually have some kind of clothes pieces as a part of a mod, as a part of a decoration mod. Let's go to Cluttered for a sec. And I know Cluttered has a bunch of things, and I'm probably not looking for the right name. I know. I hear it. Star string. I don't know. Drying herbs. We can dry herbs. We have herb garlands. Looking for hanging stuff. We have flowers. That looks like bikes. All sorts of things, but clothes is the most difficult thing to do. And the one person who tried to do clothes, I think that was Moa, that it doesn't work. Beautify doesn't have anything like that. Okay, so there's a light bulb, pretty. And I don't see anything. Okay. I have this hanging thing here, and I did want to hang it somewhere, but I don't really have any place in here to hang it from. If I put it here, these are all cabinets right here, and it won't hang. Will it hang from here? Then it hangs up too high, and it doesn't look good. So someone else has a hanging plant. Hanging. Let's look at hanging for a minute. H-A-N-G. And there's the rest of them. So potted vines, potted grass, and Beautify, but this is Cluttered's hanging. Beautify doesn't have anything in it. And let's look at these two for a minute. They're up too high. There we go. Maybe the other one needed to be down like that. Maybe I needed to put the other one down. That's potted grass. This is potted vine. That's really pretty. And let's try the other hanging. Let me see what it looks like. I don't think it looks like there's anything in it, but can you put something in it? That would be the interesting thing. So let's shift. Nah, see, I can't. It has to be hung from there. Yeah, nah. All right, the vines were really nice. I think I like that. So this is Cluttered, having hanging pots. And that hanging pot right there is really pretty. Okay. And this is the kitchen. And we can see food and cabinets. And this is the dining table right here with the special lights that we just put in. And let's go upstairs for a second again. And up here, we now have a bedroom. We could use some stools, right? I think so. Let's put a comfortable chair or something right here. Let's go to fantasy. And since that is Nordic, we can look at the Nordic chairs for a second. Are they red? Or is that Vinthier? I think that's Vinthier, and their chairs are red. But what I want is this. Yes, this is what I want. I want their chair. Let's do this. It is Nordic that I'm thinking of. And we'll put a chair right there like that for them in the room. And in here, we can put a stool in front of that bed. So do we want a fantasy stool, or do we want a real? That's funny. Do we want a fantasy stool, or do we want a real stool? That is very curious. Fantasy's Nordic stool looks more like a table, and I always think that they look like that, so I don't want to use that. Let's use the stools from the other groups. Now, because these ones turn sideways, and that's why I use them. Do we have one with brown? I don't know if the brown ones do. This is Valhelsia. Let me see if they'll turn sideways. They do! Yay! Excellent. Okay, so we have that. These people are here like this. I know they don't have any place to put anything. This is going to be interesting. Let's go downstairs. I think I am going to actually put in a screen behind the bed so that they can use that shelf above the bed for books and for a little lamp and things like that. So let's come around here. Let's find that window that we just made. Not here. Uh-oh, it's raining. Where did I just make that? Let's see, when you go upstairs, is it right here? Right on this side? Right here? I've lost track. So when you come into the house, oh, here it is, right here. Okay, and see this right here? That's right here. Let's bring this down, but let's bring it down on the outside. So I'm going to bring it down like this, and we'll put it in first. Take these two away right here and step back and see what it looks like. There's something about that that's interesting. I like it. Let's do the same here in this room, and we'll do the same. I'm going to give them an actual window up here. We're going to put leaves on top to hide the upper part, like that side has. And let's take these leaves and put them right in here, which I think, how did they even do that? Those are inside. Those should be inside too, so we should be able to put, oh, do you have a different, ah, I see it. I see it, I see it, I see the part. Yeah, that's what I missed, that part right there. So we'll put this in, and we'll have that like that, which is the same as downstairs. And we'll go upstairs, because now what that means is that we will have a place in the room for them to put books and things. So let's open the door to the balcony right here and go in, and let's go back upstairs, and in both rooms we'll be able to put things on this shelf right here like this. And it looks like it's, we could imagine that they don't get a lot of rain coming in this direction, so things don't really get wet. Notice all of this is all open anyway in this area, I beg your pardon, area right here. So this gives us a place to put some things. Now we have those lights in the corners, which is fine. So on this one here, let's go to Cluttered, because Cluttered, I believe it is, has a really cool desk or nightstand piece. That says Village Books. I'll have to see what that is for a moment. We have shelf candles. We have a shelf plant. I'm going to look at some things. Somewhere here a map which doesn't look enough like a map. We're using it in the ship so far. And I see the kitchen stuff. So maybe it was not theirs. I have some little books here, little rows of books right here. Maybe it wasn't theirs. That's sewing clutter. We'll bring it down for a second. It looks like it would have been something of there it is. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know. I could have looked at it by checking for nightstand stuff, but I didn't. Okay. I like that a whole lot. I did want to put some books, but there are other books in here. Let's see what it looks like if we put these there. I don't necessarily like this pile. We can find other book piles. This is a shelf plant right there. That's interesting. Look how tiny that is. Let's put that. That's wow, that's really tiny. Let's wait for a second. Let's look at this and see what this is. These are little. Those are really tiny. And the books. It's actually kind of cool. Let's do that one. And I think that's good. You saw the last Planet of the Apes movie. Ooh, did you like it? Did you like it?
Did you say so?
So put 4 of 5 of them. Let's put that there. I'm good with that. That's the parents' room. This is the kids' room. I should reverse it. I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to put the books here in the kids' room, and we maybe can put some toys up there. And in the parents' room, I'm going to put this piece right here in the parents' room. And I like that better. In the kids' room, let's add a teddy bear. Let's add Teddy. Let's give them a teddy. Let's give them a teddy. We'll put it right here. It's a monster teddy bear as far as these kids are concerned. It's practically as big as a kid, that teddy bear. But it looks adorable. So we know it's a little kid's room. Okay. I know their floor is wood. Some people like wood floors. And they don't put down a lot of rugs and carpets and things like that. We're going to have them do that. Better plants and flowers than books above the bed. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So we've got that. We've got those little books right there with their stuff in this room. And these are books that they read to the kids, but then they have other books in here that the parents have put in for them with their closet. And I think I like that. I think we like that. All right. We've spent some time in here doing something in a house that already had stuff in it, but we enjoyed doing it. We are at time to go to Prasino. And when we go to Prasino, we're going to visit our little druid, the Grove Druid, and we're going to find out his coordinates. So it is a beautiful, wet, rainy day on the Lush, and we'll come back here next, but that was actually kind of fun. And I'm going to go to Prasino now. Prasino. when I take the time to say it right, Zav. Prasino. And we'll do it like that. And I appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's come to here. And I know that when I watch people play, I want to play too. So I totally understand. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun having people watch and having people be here. Okay, so should I? My throat is calm. I don't dare do anything to disturb it. I'm a little thirsty, but I'm afraid to drink something. So this morning in Twitch, I did not like the path work that I did yesterday, and I removed it all. And right now, until I find something better, I think I'm just going to use the normal path pieces in the areas that don't have a real sidewalk that leads somewhere. Like this, these are main streets right here. And so that is how this is happening in these areas. But I had a place over here, remember, that I had put in some path marks, and I don't, and they're still not, even though Macaw actually fixed them, actually made them narrower, pathing, PTH. So this is what they originally looked like, and this is what they look like now. Let me get a stone one. So they originally looked like, should we go to sleep? Maybe we should. It'll be easier in the daytime. Yes. All right, so let's come up here where we did this and see we have these still here like that. That's what I'm talking about. You did like it better, was the first and second, but the all okay was fine. Okay. Oh good. Thank you. Okay. See this right here? This is Macaw's pathing, and it now looks like this. He's made it much smaller. So he's given you a choice. Hold on. I'm not talking for a minute. I'm just giving my throat a little bit of time. It's interesting, Zav, when you had a laptop you played Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Eternity, how interesting. Yeah. So I'm not quite there yet with this. So we're just going to go ahead and put in walk it. So my throat is bothering me today. And I suppose it's a measure of some sort of stress. I hold a lot of stress in my neck area, and I do know that. People have different places where they hold stress, and that's where I hold mine. And how I've managed my stress is I used to sing a lot to manage it, and I don't do as much of that as I used to do. And I will probably have to get back to that because just to give myself a little bit of break, a little bit of a break. So we're just going to go ahead and put in some of these again, right in these areas right here. We'll put in what we did discover this morning, which was wonderful to discover, is that there are, because of oh my goodness, somebody's yelling. No, it sounded like they were exclaiming. Did you hear that? Because of looking for different types of slab this morning, we discovered that vinery, Let's Do Vinery, actually has a half slab of grass. And this is like life-changing. A half slab of grass? That just does so much for so many different places. So for instance, in areas, oops, I can't get up those stairs. In areas like this over here, see this spot right here? We can put it in there, in these corners right here. And that helps with movement in those places. If I wanted, I could actually put 2 there. The only thing, of course, is nothing can grow on that. But it does make a difference in what you can do with the landscape in certain areas, and I really like it. So here, where there's a possibility that they would step down, we have this here to show that they don't really use that. I wish there was, and they don't have it, but wouldn't it be wonderful if we had half gravel? But we don't. It sounded like an elephant. Yeah, it did. I think it's someone exclaiming, someone saying, woo, or something like that. But it is a funny sound. It definitely is. So, Mr. Villager, you're back. You're back. Welcome back. I'm going to go over to our druid right now and see if we can get the answers that you want. We're going to walk over and let's move this. So Orion, our people here are dressed in the Nordic style right now, which is actually quite cool looking, and I'm very much enjoying it. And we're going to walk through town past the farms that are downtown, and we're headed out towards this area here. Are they doing that thing where they're outside? They most certainly are. So this is a new thing where the couriers are outside of the building, actually getting stuff from the inside. And yep, but it looks like they're just talking to each other. So in that respect, I actually kind of like it, because it looks like they're stepping out and talking to each other, but you can see they're not going in the building. They are not going in the building. And let's look here. Okay. Let's come through the gate. And we'll go across the field here to where he is. Or I should say they are. We'll come down here. And there they are. So this is, as a matter of fact, this is Ikromi. And Ikromi is sitting in his chair. He is. How are you? So there's the coordinates. Got a point here. Yeah, seriously. Because that definitely seems like it. Ikromi? Is this bed too colorful for him? Do you think we should make it brown or green? I think I will. Let's look at beds. He does use bed. He does use a bed. But I'm not sure he'll use these. But we can make a brown bed or a green bed for him. Let's look at the green bed for a minute and see. Let's look at the brown bed. Let's see. I think I like that better for him. You're not stuck here, are you? You're not stuck here, Ikromi, are you? No? Okay. Okay. So, put a sunflower on the outside, please. The outside of Ikromi's house. Put a sunflower. Okay. See this area here, back here? We'll put some sunflowers here. In just a second. Sunflower broccoli salad. That's interesting. Sunflower garland. Sunflower seeds. Roasted sunflowers. Sunflower seeds. They're not the right kind of seeds, though, for growing. Let's come here. Let's do one. And based on where the sun is, we're going to put 3 of them right here, like that. That one's behind, so that's not really going to get the kind of sun. See where the sun is? There is the east, and this is the west right here. Uh-oh.
That's where Junior is.
Yes, it is. Hi.
Get the car.
Oh, okay. And there we go. So how's that? Outside at the window? Ah, right there. Okay, let's do that. Let's put one there, one here, and one here. So behind the house, he's got a little bunch of sunflowers growing in. What can we put beside these? Do we want to put grass? We can put some grass. It looks awfully... this is a river. So river should have river plants. There's a sprout there. So why don't we put some sprouts in between? And there. All right. And so there he is. Do we think he's stuck? Do we think he's stuck in that bed, in that chair? I don't know for sure. He does turn. He does turn around. Yeah, I can't really tell. He's got a friend. Let's take out the firefly. Let's go to here. Let's get one of these. Let's put this here. And there we go. Okay. It's nighttime, so when we take him out, he's not going to automatically go away. Come on. There we go. And I know you want to go back in. So there we are. Doo, 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 doo. You're welcome. All right, so let's come back in. Are you actually stuck? No, I can't do that. I love that. I love that. It's like, nope, nope. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. But you seem to be okay. I just haven't seen you out in a while. All right. And it's interesting too that Ikromi is unemployed because he used to be a butcher. But he isn't anymore. Wasn't that cute? Did you see the firefly in the window? That was very cute. He's saying goodbye to Ikromi. He's like going, okay, Ikromi, bye. Do you want to go back in? Should I have taken the little firefly out? Do you think it was his pet? His friend? Aww. Look, it keeps coming over like it wants to go back in. Here. Come on, you can go back in. You want to go back in? You want to go back in? Probably not. I'll leave the door open and we'll see. You tell me, people, do you think they want to go? Do you want to go back in? Are you going back in? Are you having fun? Was that a no or what? That was a, you're happy to be out? Is that it? All right, I will leave the door open. And Ikromi can close it. And there they go. There they go. They've been in for a while. Yay! You made some calculations in here, and you know two places that, if necessary, you can immigrate to. One is even closer to Prasino, and the other is farther, however. But they're two really good places, right? They're two really good places. I'm reading what Mr. Villager is saying on chat. Is his friend? Oh! I know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interfered. All right, I can get him back. See, he's right here. See right here? I can just do this. Boink, boink. There, I got him. And we'll just bring him back in. Come on. Come on. Come on over here. Come on. Come on, you can come in. How'd you get in the first place? Let me make this. Let's make that go away. Let's bring him here, and then let's put this back so he can't get out with it there like that. And let's put this here, and there we go. See? And he went right to his seat. And he's flying around. Okay, so he's good. He's got some plants and some things. And This should be the other way. So let's put this in so that it's this way. And then when you open the door, it opens like that. Okay. All right. Okay. I fixed it. I fixed it. I know. It's like you took his pet. You took his pet away. You took away his pet. Oh, I almost thought of the word. Wow. Oh man. I almost had the word in Greek. I almost had the word in Greek for pet. I almost did. It's a K word. It is. Let's get some lanterns. My lantern's right here. Let's put this here. Let's put a lantern in my hand so you can see where we are. It is 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to go sleep. And let's turn off that and let's come around here. The one that's closer to Prasino is around 900 the distance from your actual location, and the other one is quite closer, around 50 or 60 blocks away. The one that's closer to Prasino might actually be better because it's farther away from the pillagers, and that one might actually be better. It's just that it means a trip. It means a longer trip. It means a wagon train that everyone would have to be, they would have to get ready to travel and be on a wagon train. Difficult. Yeah. Is a difficult word. Yeah. It's not like pet. I do know that it's not a word like pet. It's like
I'm missing something. I can't work like this.
Oh, I can't. I know what a dog is. A dog is oh no, I don't know. A cat is Dada, I think. I don't remember anything right now. And you'd think that I'm as bad as like a 3-year-old or something. I know those words, but when I'm put on the spot, it's like I don't remember. Hi, Sincere. Both are safe from pillagers and far and hidden away from the player's spawn, but you think you have some more considerations for the farther location, not only because of Prasino. Yeah. For example, hello. Hi, Fuji. Fuji's coming to visit Spelog, and Tinsley is here, and there she is. Tinsley is looking at some stone. Isa Isam is at his ovens right there, and there we have everybody. Let's see what all the builders are waiting for. Let's come here. Ooh.
Tea?
It's tea. Iced tea?
Yes, iced tea.
Iced tea instead of iced coffee.
Did it freeze you? Does it taste weird?
No, there was something interesting going on with my throat.
Do you want a container mean?
Thank you. I'm afraid that it will make.
That?
Yes. I knew I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have.
Oh, demons are being
I
so
shouldn't
persistent.
have. I shouldn't have. I
Fine
shouldn't
morning,
have.
isn't it?
Process.
Yes, it is, Don Danas. I'm going to have him ask for everything in this stream. And because I just came back into the world, and that's what I'm going to do. So there's Dondanas. Let's go to Postco and get him to ask for everything again. And then we'll get Elise. And those are the 3 builders who are in town. I just picked up some eggs. Postco's right over here, and he's waiting for something. So we're going to come in. Hello. And look and see. How are you? And he's waiting for a pink banner. Tea time. Yes, tea, iced tea. It is iced Barry's, iced Irish tea. Isn't Barry's Irish? Is Barry's Irish or Scottish? Barry's.
Theirs is
Irish tea. Barry's tea and half and half, and milk and maple syrup. Maple syrup as the sugar of choice. Maple syrup. And let's see. So we got Prasino to ask. So let's come down here. There's Plectrudis. There's Adeline. These are all couriers right here. Let's come down here for a minute. I want to see something. I have 2 things that I want to see on this type part of town. Number 1 is ooh, it just, oh, thunder. Are we going to have a thunderstorm? You want also Vincentius? You want Vincentius? Vincentius? You didn't say hi? Oh, look, 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 look. We have a visitor. Who's this? Eldrin Moonshadow. I am an elven brewmaster from the fallen Silverleaf realm, roaming Minecolonies, offering exotic brews, seeking allies to reclaim my homeland's lost magic and glory. Ooh! Look how cool he looks. So now all visitors have to have on special boots. So he has on gold boots. And that is pretty fascinating. And there he is. They, I should say they are. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You just look gorgeous. Wow. Cool. All right, we were on our way, and then the Vincentius, you have to say hi. You'll have to come and talk for a minute.
Pick that up. Getting up is hard.
Everyone, Vincentius Primus is here. If you want to say hi, he is listening.
The way it's
Yes.
supposed to work is we're supposed to say
fine
everyone.
morning.
Vincentius Primus. Vincentius Primus. Everyone.
Yes, indeed. So let's do that. So Elise is waiting for some things, but now she will get them. We're going up to the rock, and we're going to see. And what you going to say, guys? You have his attention. He's not even at the computer. He's right here. If you want to say something to him, scroll up. Scroll up. You mean scroll down. Wait a second. I made a small check-in here, and wow, just try to imagine a place like this, a thin valley with large snowy peaks at both sides. Ooh.
That sounds cool.
Ooh, that does. Ooh.
You need some kind of avalanche protection.
You'd need some kind of avalanche protection? Yeah, I think so. And Zaf, where are you?
Louder than that? Hello, Zach.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
Someday I'll
because you're
come on and,
usually
Hi, Mr. Villager.
usually asleep.
Yes, I am. Yes, it's bright and I'm up. This is weird.
Wait for Zaf. Zaf might be looking for words.
Zach knows words.
No, I said that I remembered the word. I almost remembered the word for pet. There's the thunder. There it is. Look, you're in perfect timing.
I don't either, Zaf. I'm right there with you.
The two of you. The two of you. Honest goodness. All right, let's go down here and let's go to sleep. We're going to sleep through the storm. It's the only way to be sure. Is to sleep through the storm. So we're going to sleep through the storm. All right, so there. Ta-da! All right, guys, he's gone. He's gone back to what he was doing. Chato Neko. Chato? How are you? And let me see here. Chato? Let's come here.
Is there a problem?
Yeah. Let me see what you're asking for. Mangrove. I don't know that we have any mangrove. Ooh. We're going to have to find out if we have to order that. That is most interesting. So let's come over here. You remember that out of all of the builders, good, you're good. That's good. That's okay. I kind of knew that that's what you meant. It's okay. And let me see. This was one of the first ones that we did, and we still need to do some of the others. What's the matter? Yes, there we go. Okay. She's like, are you waiting for something? That's what she was saying. Are you waiting for something? Let me close their door. That is Charlie and Case's door right there. Emery is working on something upstairs because she is not working. Oh, I know what she's working on. She's working on this balloon. I think she's working. Yep, see that? She removed the ladder. And so Fabjord, who's right there, is telling Benedict that she can't get up to her balloon. And Benedict is saying, well, you know, you can come. If you want, you can come over to our station and you can hang out until your ladder gets fixed. But what I could do is I could just put it there for her. And there. Yes, I know. I heard you. I know you wanted to get up, but now you don't want to. All right. Now she's decided she's going to take, who was that? Was that Benedict up on his invitation to go to one of the other stations? Because even if she does go up the ladder, she knows that she might not. There we go. She changed her mind. There we go. She wanted to grab something right quick. And so now she's going off. Chato, how are you? How is your mine colonies doing? Because I thought you were making a colony too. Let's come over here. And there is our alchemist. Our alchemist.
What's it today,
and
then?
How much does she have on her? She's, whoa. Whoa. Violetta's having a party. Look how many how many rabbits she has on her. Wow, she's gonna have a party later. She apparently is getting ready. And let's come down around here. So we have Emery. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. We have Emery. We have to go up and get Pierce and Valerie. And Pierce, who is the other builder, Valerie up here. Both of them are builders at the top of the rock. Oh, I keep forgetting this. I go right past it all the time. You are, and it's going good. You got the sawmill built, and it's a bit more automated. Good. Okay. Cool. That's good to know. Malcolm. Hello, Malcolm. Speaking of sawmills, Malcolm is actually our carpenter, and we're just saying hi. And then right here, this is Piers. Right here. Piers, not Pierce. Piers. And Piers is... there he is. Good to see you too. Piers has his mother's name. He has the Chandru name. His mother is Elise. Both of his parents are builders. And he's one of the... I think he's the youngest. And he decided finally that he was a builder as well. And he's doing okay. It's interesting, but he was kind of only doing okay as a, yeah, look at that. I guess it takes a lot of rabbit to feed you. Let me get him to ask for what he's asking for again. So we're going to cancel those pieces, and we'll go up and look and see if the carpenter and the mechanic need to make those for him as soon as we check on Valerie. And Valerie is up here. Let's see. What level? A level 5. He's a level 5 builder, carpenter. I have a level 5 sawmill. I have 3 sawmills. I have one on Guardian's Rock, and Malcolm is the carpenter for Guardian's Rock. And then I have 2 in town. One is an industrial carpentry shop for the builders, and then the other is a furniture store, a retail furniture store. So let's cancel out this. What is this? With purple on it? Whoa. With tinted glass? Where are you getting tinted glass from? I didn't know that tinted glass. Look at this. Look at the tinted glass. What? And mangrove. Mangrove is being delivered. No, copper's being delivered. Mangrove is probably the sticky wicket, but it's being delivered. It is. It's being delivered. Wow. Okay, so all of these things are getting ready to be made. We're going to cancel them and let her re-ask in this stream for those pieces. Let's go to Chanel. Chanel is the mechanic. And can I get off here? Yes, I can. And we're going to have Chanel actually, just make sure that Chanel can make those pieces. So we'll come back down the mountain right now. This is the balloon right here. And remember on Rosa Ouro, we actually did have a balloon land right in this area so that they could put their cargo right on this balloon platform right here, on this cargo platform right here. We could do that again if we wanted to over here, and that would give us an extra courier because we are going to have several in this area. So let's continue. Let's go this way. We're going to go down. He's asking for something and he isn't getting it. And I have a feeling it's the mangrove, so we'll check on that in just a moment. Let's come here. This is actually the mechanic. And I want to check on these pieces. Custom builds and black stained glass. Oh, with calcite. Oh, okay. That's pretty intense. That is pretty intense. There we go. Oh, Chateau. Mr. Villager is asking what level your carpenter is at. That's what's happening. And let's come here and let's see if we can see the other pieces that were being asked for. Because I don't think so. I don't think those pieces are being made. There is mangrove right there and lantern. There's mangrove. No, that's terracotta. And that's her right there doing something. Let's do one thing for a second. Let's come right here. I want to look at this. Valerie. Valerie had the long list. Level 1. Getting ready to upgrade to level 2. There we are. So, block of iron, block of panel. Let's check on that. Let's check on the iron, calcite, and yeah, let's check on that custom. Let's see if we have a block of iron. There it is. Nope. There is a block of iron right there. A block of calcite. So those things have all been taken into consideration already. And let's look. And a compass. Compass. I'm going to sneeze. Get ready. Here we go. There's what we wanted, the tinted glass that it's talking about. Let's look at tinted glass and see what in the world this could be. Teach recipe. Tinted. C-I-N-T-E-D. There it is. Tinted glass. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I didn't know. I did not know. Whoa. Amethyst shard. Now that's going to be something. Let's see. Tinted glass. And then let's look here in customs. Let's come to here and let's put in tinted glass. T-I-N-T-E-D. Glass. Let's select that and let's teach a recipe. See those pieces right there? Let's teach unable to store. Hold on. Let's look and see what it says about tinted glass. Let's see if that's something that has to be done by the glass cutter. which wood types for now, and Chato is saying birch wood. Oh, you're doing urban birch. Cool. Urban birch is beautiful. Has an amazing town hall, a fairly big one. Yeah. Maybe the glass blower. I think you're right. I think you're right, Mixessa. I think you are. So we'll go to there. I had no idea. I did not. I really did not know about the tinted glass. I might can use that tinted glass for the retail clothing store in Rosa Ouro. Remember we were trying to get some kind of glass? That would actually be good. So we're going to come down here. Let's check for just a second with Malcolm and see if there's anything Malcolm wants to be able to have a recipe for the people who are working here. Sure enough, framed terracotta. So we can select that, and framed, that is oak with black stone, and that's for her also. So those two are things that Malcolm wanted the recipe for, and so now he has that recipe. We're going to head back into town and find Jillian. Jillian is our glass cutter. Wait, see, this is what I keep doing when there's a way down right here. This is the way down that we made right here, and we can come right directly to this roadway right here, and this roadway leads out of town. So he is working on some things. Let me see if the researchers actually got the research done. Hold on a second. Let's look at the fields, and it says now, dun 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 dun, yahoo! We can do 2 types of plants, which means that the research is done. And we definitely want to do kelp for a while, and we'll do sea pickles, and that'll work out. And then maybe later we'll upgrade this and do the seagrass. But isn't this beautiful? So this is the little greenhouse that Case is using for his plants. He's got some cactus in here. He's got some sticky things. He's also got some vines, and he has some places where mushrooms can actually grow in here. So all of this is pretty good, and we'll come out and head back into town so we can go to the glass cutter. Jillian, you love it? I know, it is the coolest. It's so cool, and that's the reason why I wanted to keep the level 3 for a little bit, because I just love it. I just love the way it looks and everything. When it comes up to the level 5 and it's copper, it just is beautiful. It's gorgeous. And yeah, so we have that, and this is our sea field out here, which is actually also really pretty, which is why I like having it where it can be seen. I don't want it buried. We do have some trees in front, but you can still see the beauty of the glass and the water inside, and it's gorgeous. I love that. So yeah, and let's continue here. What's going on, Zaf? Bee. What's going on, Zaf? Let's go back into town. Notice we have lights on this road now. so we can see. And we're going up to Jillian for a moment. These are the other two sawmills. And we have this sawmill here. And we were thinking at one time that we did have to put it in the last sawmill. But I think if it disappears, then that sawmill actually has the recipe. I like that much better. I definitely do. So, and this is the industrial sawmill here, Yisrael's sawmill. And here we go. Oh, wow. Look at the moon. The moon is setting. I'm going to rise up. Look, you can see the moon in the shadows. That is really cool. What's with the repeating? Oh. The little light posts? Yeah, they are. Why, thank you, Mr. Villager, but it would not have happened without your suggestion. You're the one who gave me the idea in the first place, and I greatly appreciate that because I love them. I love those street lights. All right, Jillian is right up here. So we're going to come up here to the glass shop, and we're going to see what it says about her. Let's look at crafting, teach recipe. Let's teach her this recipe. And she can learn this recipe easily. And let's come back here, custom, and teach. And there it is, tinted slab. And that's going to give all the different things that are needed. It's perfect. Teach. All right, I want to see this tinted glass. I've never seen it. I thought it was, I actually thought that it was, see how it doesn't show here? So I actually thought that it was a mod. And I know that mods don't work with Domum, so I never even considered it. And let's look at glass for a minute. SS, and we should see, and that's what it is. See, there isn't a piece for it. So even though tinted is here, right here, it doesn't have a counterpart right in here. And I think that's why I thought that it was a modded piece, but it's not. And so now we'll be able to have that. Hold on. I hope Zeph's okay. He hasn't responded. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have some chocolate.
Good day to ya.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. I just needed a minute or two. This is interesting. I'm just trying to see if there's some place. I don't see anything except using the architect's cutter and taking glass. And for this I would need more than one piece, and making some interesting different pieces here. Let's come here and let's put this here. And now we can make a tinted panel, and we can make, is there any other kind that we might be interested in? We could also do this. Oh, except that we have to have some different kind of material. We have to have another material in order to do that. And that's why it was giving us, why don't we use spruce this time? Just for a minute. And let's look at that. Let's put this in. Let's see what we get when we have that. So let's see what this looks like. So the wall looks like that. Oh, that is nice. Ooh, that is beautiful. Oh, wait, I have it backwards. And I didn't even realize it. Hold on. But I still like that. Wasn't that cool looking? Glass. That was actually really cool looking. Let's get spruce. That was really neat. Architect cutter. And let's turn it around. Hi, Becca. Becca's saying, you're using my space? Yes, I am. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. And when we look at that, we get, so we get a dark version of the glass that I use a lot, which is the clear, the glass, the light gray. It's actually the light gray that I use a lot. I didn't even, so this is just regular glass in this, and this is, makes it look like it's leaded, like it's reinforced for the fact that it's a flower shop. And over here, we actually used what we normally use, which is the light gray stain. But now we're going to have a different glass, and that's going to be really fun. So I'm going to put these away, and put these pieces away, put these back, and there we are. The other retail shops aren't finished yet. So we have this retail shop here that that Dandanas is working on. And you know something? I think I'm going to cancel the upgrade. I'm going to cancel the upgrade. Now that this shop is built, is out of the ground. There was a lot of ground removal, and Dandanas wanted to do that for his partner because he leases his partner. So he wanted to do the ground removal for her. Wasn't that sweet of him to want to do that? There's Mario. This is Mario's shop. And so now that that part is done, let's have Elise finish it. Elise is working on this shop right here, and she can continue to work on this, and she can work on the other shop. Both of them are in her vicinity, which is why we're saying that. They're both in her vicinity because her shop is right here. This is her shop right there. Okay, Dondanas, on the other hand, is down the street here where we need him to actually finish this jewelry store so that we can make it a jewelry store. So it's a level 3. It needs to be a level 5 before we can do any kind of special stuff to it, which we are going to do to make it a jewelry store. Right now it's an ore smeltery design. And there is Dondanas right now, taking a look at it. Dondanas finished working on this extension for the stonemason right here. And Spellag is quite happy with the way this turned out. And True, you're spending an awful lot of time on this side. You know, Jailcat is sitting right there, right? You're just hanging out. Is that what you're doing? Why am I asking? Why am I telling him that?
Great to see you.
This is the reason why. Because True and Jailcat are a family. And they have kids. They have Bennett. And little Tinsley is one of the orphans. One of the last 2 sets of orphans that came in. And so she is, Spellag has taken her under his wing because she wanted to be a stonemason. And they are getting along very, very well.
There's not enough room for my family to live here.
True, what are you talking about? Why are you even saying that? You've raised a family. You have a house. But they're living in a level 2 house. And I think that's why he's saying that. Remember we went into this house and we were looking at it and it doesn't, aha! You don't have a kitchen yet. No wonder you're complaining. Look at that. Could you imagine having a house with a view like that, with a view over the ocean like that? It's just gorgeous. It absolutely is. And from the hall, can I get by? I can't get underneath that. I have to lower my head to get underneath. Look what they can see from their stair. They can see both the fisheries out the window, and they can see their neighbors, Jeffrey and Braylon, in the acacia house on the side of the hill. And then I think Jillian, Joey, and another person live in the Greek inspired house right there. And I don't think anyone's living in the other house on the hill that's similar to this one. We've got a small dining room set right here, like a little dining room enclosure piece here. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit more a dining for table for 4 people. Let's do that. This would be interesting in here. Don't we have mangrove on that? We do. Let's go back to tables. Let's find a mangrove table. We could do these, or these right here. Let's see what this looks like. Here's 1, and there's 2, right in this section right here. Or should we do it this way and have that table be here? I think I like that. Can we put a chandelier right in this spot? Let's look at lamps for a minute. And lanterns, we might have to, no, there they are. We definitely have reds from the mangrove. Let's put this here and let's see. I can't bring any chain down. I might can bring chain down on top. Let me see what I can do. Look, there's plenty of room. I just need something that would hang from here. Let's look at chain for a minute. Let's get a piece. And let's see if I can make this chain be somewhere. I can. And there it is right there. So now let me find this. And there we go. And we would only almost need, why don't we make it 3 wide? Why don't we give them a nice big huge table here? And that'll make the chandelier right in the middle of this big table. Right here. And there we go. So when people come to eat, they're going to come and sit around this table. Let's put some chairs in. Let's look at chairs. I-R, C-H-A-I-R. Those are mangroves. I like these. Those are crimsons. And then of course the chairs from these sets right here. Let's look at that. Let's see if there's something else. That is it. All right, so we could have these chairs sitting here like this. We could have a large chair here, like for like the main chair. I don't like it, so I think that I like these the best, the darker chairs here. And this is their family right now. Bennett, I think Bennett is their kid, and Bennett doesn't have a family as yet, so we'll just have this as their family. Let me see what I want to put on the table. Let's look at Cluttered for a minute and see if I can find something interesting that I want to put on the table. Yeah, a cauldron set. I could put cauldron on this table. Nah. I've got all sorts of interesting little things. I might use the baking set somewhere here. I could imagine Jill Cat doing that when she is at home. I don't see anything. I could do food, and that would probably be okay. And I don't see anything else at the moment that interests me, except if I went to flowers. Flowers, F-L-O-W-E-R. If I wanted to make it look a little bit formal, we could have one of the yellow, maybe. Let's see what the yellow would look like here. We could just have that. That's kind of neat. And there's that. There's the red in here. We've got this here covering this, but I think I might need some different color. Let's look at carpet for a minute. Let's see if we can find something that has red. We do. And let's do this over top in this room. And let us put in, do I need that many? Probably not. Let's just do the 2 like that. And I think I'll be happy with that. Let's do, yeah, we're making it a formal table. We could make an island, but I don't think so. I think I'm just going to put them from here all the way around. So we don't need these. I'll hold on to these. Let's put this one up for right now and this up. And let's come here and look at counter. So we could continue with Cluttered's counters, but let's look at this for a minute. Let's see how I feel about it in here. See what that looks like. It's actually kind of interesting. It doesn't clash too much with that. Let me see if I can find Necrolord. So let's go to Fantasy for a sec, and let's see what else we have to go with those counters. Down here, do we have any cabinets? We do not. So then the question becomes, do we want to match
Nice work for today.
the 2? Hello? Oh, look at that. They're sleeping. Oh, you're saying,
See you tomorrow.
okay. They're kicking me out of their house. Did you hear that? They kicked me out. Wait, why are you sleeping? Oh, I was waking them up too early. Okay, so there goes True. He's going off to work. And I think Jail Cat either left already or I think she left earlier. I was making too much noise, so they kicked me out. Okay, so here is their table right here. Let's put this in. Actually, let's put this here. Let's see what we could use as, this is going to show, but I'm going to put it right here. There's the stove, and I need a sink. So let's look at sinks and see if I can find something that will kind of match that. Strip cherry might kind of look like it. If not, I'll have to use something from down here. There's a brick sink. These are interesting. Let's do the stove right here like that. And right here, it's too close. Let's do the stove right here. Let's take this piece. Let's take another piece and put it here like this and like this. And right here, this is the piece that I need something that is too cherry, and that's not going to work. I need a sink, and I might not be able to do this, although the brick looks pretty. That's odd, isn't it? Kind of looks like it goes. Definitely looks like it goes better than anything else. But now does this not work well? Should we have some different color for this? Let's look at wool. And let's see what we have. Wool, nope. Carpet, C-A-R-P. And I've got, let's try the dyeables. And let's dye them red. And let's see what happens. Red dye, D-Y, by, wrong place, B-Y-E-E. Let's come here and let's put these down. These are dyeable, so let's see what happens when we dye them red. They're awfully glowy, aren't they? I don't like it. I'll just use something else. CRP, ET. I'd almost rather have something dark like this. So let's put this on top. Whoops. And that works much better. Okay, so we'll put that on this counter right here. I think we have enough room for this. Let's see if I can get it. Wrong place. Wrong place. Like that. That works. And then over here, if we want, we could do a sandwich right there, and I like that. Let's do that like that. So one of the things that I really like in here is the treatment that we did for the fireplace. Remember we did this for Callie, when Callie was trying to seduce Adam, because she thought she could prove that Adam killed the druids, but because she never really believed it. I mean, we're not some place with newspapers and fact checkers and all that kind of thing. So she came to try and find out, and she had this whole plan, remember, that she was going to seduce Adam, and then she was going to learn his secrets and be able to accuse him in front of the druids of being the actual, being a murderer. And as it turned out, she not only could not do that, did not find that out, but she came to really respect him and like him a lot. He was very, very sweet to her, for one thing. And he was sweet to her in a way where he was not trying to necessarily have a relationship. He enjoyed her company, and I think that's one of the things that she didn't expect from him, that was going to happen. I don't know how to put this to make it look like, maybe if I put it completely backward, but how do I get it to be like that? Let me see if I can get it from here. Nah, it's just gonna look like there's something over in that corner, and we'll just have to let it be like that. I love that this is dripping. I love that it's dripping. Can I turn it on? I can't turn it on, but I just love that. It's dripping every once in a while. See? That is so cute. That's wonderful. Once again, we do have carpet on this floor right here, and then upstairs in their bedroom, we do have one of the wardrobes up here. They can see the chandelier in the dining room, so we can turn it off at night, and they have a candle. Ah, they have a candle. Did we need to do something here? That's the problem. That's the problem right there behind. Let's look at shelf, H-E-L-F. Let's look for a specific shelf. These. So this is dark oak in here. Let's see if we can put dark oak in the back right there. That works. But it's still obvious that there is wood, that there is some kind of chimney thing going on right there. Let me see. That's stone right there, but look at the wood right above it. I'm gonna say that that works. Let me see here. I don't think this shows on the outside. It doesn't. The question is, what is that? What is that? And am I blocking the chimney if I put a piece right there? I don't know. Let me take this down for a second and let me look. So it looks like that. Ah, I see. Let's take this candle down for a minute so I can see what this is. See that right there? That's a smoker. I get it. Oh, okay. So what we would need is the chest that we have right here to put right here, and that part that shows there is just going to show that part. I can put a panel in? Maybe I can. Where are some panels? That's stairs. Those are stairs. Let's go down for a second. I might have some panel already in the house somewhere, which is why I would like to try and find it. If I do, I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any. Let's go on the outside for a minute. Do I have some panel pieces out here? That's stair. I thought for sure I had some, but I don't. On the back of the house, hold on. I'm looking for panel pieces. Stair, stair. Yeah, I don't have any. All right, let's make a panel. Let's make a panel. Hi. And we'll do that. Oh, wasn't that sweet? He was waiting for her. He was True was waiting for Jail Cat to come up the stairs. That was so cute. That was so adorable. Okay, let's come here and let's get architect. And let's put this here. Let's get this. I might have some panel on me. Let me look. Nope, don't have any. Okay, and so let's make one right quick. So after I make it, of course, I'm going to find it all over the place. But let's start here for right now, and we can make that go away. And we'll go back upstairs. We'll tiptoe. We'll tiptoe upstairs. Because you're going, why do you have to do this now? Exactly. Let me see if I can put this. See where that is? Where that wants to be, right on the top of that bookshelf. Can I put it just above the bookshelf? I would need to put it right there. And I don't know that I can. Let's take the bookshelf out for a minute. And now let me see where I can put this. Can I put that there? It's on the smoker. Right there like that. Okay. And then right here. Oh my gosh, it worked. Yahoo! Yay! So now we need something on that shelf. So remember those little tiny things that we saw? Those are supposed to go on shelves. So why don't we do that? That was Cluttered, wasn't it? That had those little teeny tiny things down here, like a, yes, like a shelf candle, like a shelf. There was something else that sat on the shelf, and that was very interesting. Here's a seaweed planter. But something actually really fascinating was just made tiny for a shelf. Remember? And I can't find it. That is amazing. I can't find it right now. So there was that. Oh, that's it. That little plant. And there's a clock. I don't know that that's going to show right. But we'll find out in just a minute because we're going to come to this shelf. And I've got the wrong kind of shelf. Shoot! This is a bookshelf. I need the other shelf. And how much do you want to bet the other shelf doesn't have, it doesn't have a side to it. And so that means it might actually show. And if it does, then we might have to use the other. But let's look here. Yeah, I think we might. But let's look and see what it looks like if we put things on the shelf. If we put the flowers here, and this here, and that there. And it looks like that. Oh, look what's happening. They're sitting sideways. They're sitting sideways on this Builder's Crafts and Additions shelf. So we can't have that. We'll have to have a bookcase and we'll have to do books. So let's come here and let's get books. That was fascinating. How many? Let's say 7, 8. And let's come here. And let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And these 4 right there. And it looks like that. Perfect. And in front of it, right here, let's have this right here. And we could light it and give them some light. But I think that's okay. This candle right here from Functional Blocks, the Colored Blocks candle holder. I love it. I love this. And it looks like, oh, I hadn't realized that. I think it's like, yes, look at that. Look at that. We can make it a chandelier. That is really nice. But we just need the little one here. So we're just going to take that one and put it in. And now, before they kick me out again, I'm going to come downstairs. You see this right here, that there's nothing? Back. What can we use? Chain. A-I-N. Let's get a chain piece. Let's get lamps. Let's see what lamps we have. We could do this lamp. We can do one of these. We could do a black one of these. If we didn't want it to show, let's put one in our hand and see what we're looking at and where in the world we can put this. Can we do a chain from here? Can we do the lamp right here? Right above their head. Right in this spot right here. And let me see what happens when we turn it on. It is on. Oh, I like that. Okay, so that's good. That gives a little bit of light right there. And it's hanging right there. And what does it look like from the other side of the room? It looks like that. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. I see those two. And yeah. Well, thank you everyone. It is the hour of 3s. It is the 3rd hour. Yeah, they have these little wall lights here in the doorway. And outside they have lanterns. In this neighborhood, there are lots of lanterns in this neighborhood, and they have those. So that was really okay. We had we looked at some fun decorations in some houses that we'd already worked on, and then we fixed them. We have some other houses that we can look at and get stuff done with them, which is always fun. I will try and find something that appeals to my sense of pathing and see if I can find a path that works. I'm a little concerned about Zaf. Zaf never came back. And thank you. Merci beaucoup, Mixasa. Bonsoir. And thanks for being here. And Zaf, if you're still here, Afgaristo, I hope everything's okay. And Mr. Villager, obrigado. Chato Neko. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you have a good evening. And I had one other person, I'm going to have to look. Im is what I'm Impulse. It was Impulse, wasn't it? I think it was. Let's go back. I'm going to find Impulse and see. It was Impulse. Thank you so much. Thank you for being in chat. Enjoy your games, everyone. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. So we've been listening to Vincentius Primus. Nope, we have not. We've been listening to Drone Hands music, and now we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus music. So here we go. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now. Going to work. Bye-bye.